Hi, Omega Khaos here again with another real life deck profile, and this time I'm showing my Dark Virus deck. So I guess let's go over this deck. So first the monsters. So triple Darkest Diablos, Lord of the Lair. Basically the main boss monster for this deck. Basically you cannot target this card, and also it cannot be tributed. So it essentially immune to kaijus, and also if you tribute a dark monster from your side of the field, you can spell summon this card from the hand or graveyard. So that's really amazing. Basically a card you want to bring out as fast as possible. So yeah, very good. Then triple Arima, the Wicked Warden. Really good card as well. You can tribute this card to draw one card. You can also discard this card to search for your Lair of Darkness, which is basically the main card of the deck. And also, you can tribute, if you tributed another monster other than this card, you can instead search for a dark monster with 2000 or more defense. But that's definitely really good. Then 2 Duke Shade, the Sinister Shadow Lord. Pretty good as well. You can tribute any number of dark monsters to spell summon this card, and then it gains fire and attack for each monster tributed. So that's pretty good to obviously bring out your Darkest Diablos, and also combos well with Lair of Darkness as well. Then triple Lilith, Lady of Lament, very good as well. You can tribute any dark monster to essentially pick 3 normal trap cards, and your opponent choose randomly one of them and then set one of them to the field, to your field. So that's going to be really good in this deck, because yeah, you can search out those viruses and whatnot. Then 2 Curry Bandit, pretty good as well in combination with Darkest Diablos. So pretty good, but I might take it out in the future because it might not be that necessary. Then 1 Turvet, because you do play quite a lot of level 3 Fiend type monsters. Then 1 Destrudo, to make level 7 Synchros and whatnot. Definitely pretty good in this deck. Then 1 Blackwing Steam the Clock, because in the graveyard it has the tributing effect, so that's pretty good. Then 2 Anorgan Knight, essentially to send your dark monsters to the graveyard, like Darkest Diablos or Steam the Cloak or Destrudo and whatnot, so definitely pretty good in this deck. So that was all the monsters. Now let's hit the spell cards. So first, triple Lair of Darkness, essentially the main card of the deck. Essentially, all monsters on the field become dark attribute, and also you can tribute your opponent's dark monsters for an effect. So essentially, you can tribute your opponent's monster, for example, for Lilith, which is a quick effect as well. So that's definitely really good, and also you can get your torment tokens depending on the amount of monsters you tributed in that turn, and also if you tributed monsters in your opponent's turn, then your opponent gets the tokens instead at the end of their turn. So definitely a really good card. You want to get it as fast as possible. Then 1 Dragon of Wine, pretty good to get Darkest Diablos to the graveyard or Destrudo, so pretty good. Then triple Terraforming, always search out your field spells, so yeah. Then triple Allure of Darkness, really good as well, of course. And finally 1 Foolish Boreal. So that was all the spells. Now let's see all the traps. 1 Eradicate the Epidemic Virus. So essentially get rid of either your opponent's spells or traps, so definitely very powerful card. And it's at 1 for a reason. Then 1 Text Devastation Virus, pretty good as well, especially to get rid of all of those pesky hand traps, like Ash Blossom. Then 2 Fool's Force Virus, one of the main viruses you're going to use because it has most range, I guess. So yeah, pretty good for sure. Then triple Ballista Squad. It's really cool because it's a card that tributes, and also it's very versatile. So you can essentially like tribute your opponent's monster if your Lair of Darkness is up, and also destroy one of their cards on the field, or just to trigger your Darkest Diabolos effect to bring it out from the graveyard. So that's definitely very amazing, and also searchable with Lilith as well. And finally, triple Mind Crush, because with all the viruses you're going to see your opponent's hand, so it's very easy to use this card, and also searchable with Lilith as well. So that was all the traps. Now let's the extra deck. So very small extra deck actually, because you can add any number of generic link monsters in here, but it's not really that necessary, to be honest. So here we have Darkstalk Fighter. I use this because level 7 Synchro that can also tribute monsters. You can trigger your Lair of Darkness effect or Darkest Diabolos effect, so definitely pretty good. Then one Black Rose Dragon, pretty good if you go second. Then one Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, pretty good as well. Clearing Sugar Dragon, pretty good as well. FA Dawn Dragster, pretty good if you go first, then would go for this card. And finally this Stone King Terios. You can also add any number of other generic rank 3s, but this is probably one of the best ones for this deck. So that was X deck. So that was my Dark Virus Real Life deck. It's definitely pretty decent, but unfortunately it is not as good as I thought it was going to be. But it still has some very nice plays, and Darkest Diabolos is pretty hard to get rid of. So I hope you enjoyed this real life deck profile. For now, goodbye and Omega Khaos out.